scapular AB, abduction, and upward rotation. So abduction, upward rotation. What muscle does that?
Right anterior.
Perfect. Got it. So that's kind of the same idea as protraction, right? Because if they're going to go into protraction, that's technically scapular abduction. They're coming around the trunk to do that. All right, so when we look at the serratus, where did the serratus start and end?
Is it this?
The ribs is where it's going to go. Where did it go from the ribs?
Underneath the scapula.
Yeah, so on the anterior portion, really, and toward the medial border of the scapula. And remember, what's the muscle that keeps us from winging, having winging of our scapula? The serratus anterior. So because it inserted on that medial border, that's what keeps it stuck against the spine, or against the rib cage. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Unless you are Kim and Sandy's children. And then you really have no serratus. So this will be good for you to practice on them today. Okay, so they're going to be in sitting, and you're safe, you're fine. You're safe, you're fine. Yeah, we're going to be against gravity first. Okay,
It's gonna be a long video.
Rebecca,
Yeah,
go
we've been
stand
doing
by
this whole
Sandy.
time.
Go behind Sandy.
Okay, I'm going.
I think that's going to be the best for you. Okay, so we want to cheat. When we think of the idea of scapular protraction, we really think of like the patient reaching out and then pulling back. Reaching out and pulling back. She goes into a little elevation too, but we're going to fix that. Relax your arm. Let me have it. I want you to think about being like a shotgun.
Okay.
Okay, so pull back and then reach forward. There you go. Reach back, pull forward. Okay, so protraction. Oh, retraction with a little elevation. She has a hard time. Good. Protract. Retract. There you go. Good. Okay, so to test it, I'm going to cheat and I'm actually going to push through her humerus. Make a big asterisk. We're doing this different than your book. We're doing it the way that I learned. Because your book's way is kind of weird. I don't like it. Okay, so I'm going to, again, kind of give her a little preload. I'm going to push her back into what essentially is like a little bit of that retracted position. And then I'm going to have her go through the full range from there. So I want you to try to push your elbow into me like you're reaching it towards that corner over there. So I'm not going to resist her at first. I just want to see her go through the motion. Good. And then we're going to go all the way back again. Good. So she's retracting it all the way back, protracting it all the way forward. Retraction, protraction. I'm supporting the weight of her arm here because, again, I'm just looking to see can she go through the full range of motion. Because if she can go through the full range of motion, she gets a grade of 3. So I'm supporting the weight. I'm going to kind of push her back a little so that she has to start with the scapula adducted some. And then I want to see her reach all the way out. Reach all the way out with this arm. Forward, go forward, all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way. And that's as far as it'll go. Okay? So that's her going through the range of motion. Now I'm going to give her some resistance. Okay? So I want you to push forward a little bit in here. Good. And now I'm going to try to push her back. Push, 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 push. And then relax. Okay? My stabilizing hand is going to be just below her scapula on her thorax or her thoracic area in her thorax. Below her scapula. So I don't want to push on the scapula while I'm trying to resist its movement. Okay? So on the thorax, inferior to the scapula. And I'm giving force this way so that when I push this way, I don't lose her off the back end of the table. So counter force here, pushing that way. Everybody good with that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Maybe.
Okay, this is another one where gravity eliminates kind of tough. So I'm